Joe, you on? Everybody on?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin. Adequate notice of this May the 9th, 2013 meeting has been provided in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by posting written notice and agenda of this meeting on the bulletin board in the Municipal Building, 1000 Route 10, Whippany, Township of Hanover, and by hand delivering, mailing, or faxing such notice and agenda to the following newspapers: the Hanover Eagle, Morris County's Daily Record, the Star Ledger, and by filing same with the Township Clerk. May I have a roll call?
On roll call, Committeeman Schleifer.
Here.
Committeeman Ferramosca.
Here.
Committeeman Bruno.
Here.
Committeeman Capola.
Here.
And Mayor Francioli.
Here.
5 members in attendance, sir.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, those that may, would you please stand and join me in a pledge of allegiance to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please be seated. We have a very nice honor this evening for an individual that we've known for quite some time. Shirley, how are you? And it is an honor for the Township Committee this evening to present to Shirley S. May, who is retired from our Cultural Arts Committee, and it's presented by the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover, State of New Jersey, of course, in grateful recognition of 16 years of service to the residents of Hanover Township on the Cultural Arts Committee. And Shirley, I thank you for all of us. The Cultural Arts Committee has been a wonderful asset to Hanover Township. All of the various functions that the committee has been involved with. Who's our liaison on that? Is Kenny? Yes, Kenny, you're on there. I'm going to ask Kenny to join me. Shirley, you stay right where you are, and we're going to come over and present this to you. Where's the phone? You're going to take it home? Yeah. She's not going to take it home. Don't take it home.
I'll make Shirley open it.
There you go.
Hold on. I think the camera must have come to the... They should have got it 5 years ago. She's terrible. He's a good friend. He's a good friend. He's not a... He doesn't want to do it.
We have a whole supply.
He actually did do it.
Yes, it is. Wow.
Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, this way, everybody come on. Look at that, nice. Great. Shirley, you want me to, you can email it. You want to email it to your daughter? Or to you? What? Oh. The picture.
The file?
No. The picture.
Yeah, you can email whatever you want.
Do you want it?
In fact, you can do it right from where he's standing right now.
Do you want it to come to your email address, or should we send it to your daughter? Or you want it to come to me and I'll send it to her?
The picture?
Yes. Something more.
Okay. Right now, you're not going to carry this home, I'll tell you that right now. Because it's breaking access. So, this guy right here. First class. All right. Okay, sweetheart.
Congratulations. Let's double check.
Nice work.
You need someone to carry your luggage tomorrow?
Correct.
George, you carry her luggage, you'll hurt yourself. Believe me.
Where are you going?
Sure.
You're going to Hawaii? Carrying the bags?
No. Well, you would take me.
No, well, that's true.
How far is it from Honolulu? I think it's about an hour. I would drive.
It's not from there.
That's a
Is it
walk.
direct flight?
Direct flight, 11.5 hours.
We're trying hard. We're trying hard.
Big Diamond Head. Make sure you walk on the plane because you can't sit for that long time.
Yeah, she's got to go to bed every hour on the hour.
You got to walk a lot. It's not good for the legs to stay in one place.
Okay.
I was in a service.
That was very nice. You know, it's, I tell you, one thing you have to notice in Hanover Township, that those volunteers and people that serve on our committees and different functions here, one of them sitting way in the back there too, Tommy, they don't serve for 1, 2, 3 years. People have put in a lot of volunteer time for Hanover, and that's what makes us go around. That really does. Motion to open to the public for any items not appearing on the agenda. Motion open? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the floor is open. Anyone would like to address the Township Committee at this time can do so from the podium, giving us your name and address for the record. Hearing none. Seeing none. Motion to close.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Administrator, you got the floor.
Thank you, Mayor. We have, ladies and gentlemen, communications, 2 items. First is a request from the Secretary to the Board of Education, Hanover Township Board of Education, for the drawdown of tax levy monies to be paid to the board. The amount of the request is $1,784,635. May we have a motion for approval?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Bruno, second by Mr. Schleifer and Mr. Capola. All in favor?
Aye.
And the second item, which is available for public inspection in the Office of the Administrator Clerk, is the audit report for calendar year December 31st, 2012, the audit report of Fire District Number 3, which is submitted by the district to the governing body and the public for review. We have the following department reports, which are available for public inspection. They include 2 reports from the Township's Property Maintenance Officer dated the 24th of April and the 9th of May concerning all property maintenance activities performed by the Property Maintenance Officer. The construction official has submitted his reports on the certificates of occupancy and building permits issued during the month of March. The Township's Chief Municipal Finance Officer, serving as our treasurer, has submitted his summary of budget revenues as of April 22nd, 2013, and the Township's Superintendent of Public Works, Buildings and Grounds, and Park Maintenance has submitted 2 reports on all the activities of the department during the month of April 2013. Once again, all those reports are available for public inspection in the Office of the Business Administrator, Township Clerk. Our next portion of business, ladies and gentlemen, concerns ordinances. We have 2 ordinances which are docketed for public hearing and consideration of adoption this evening. The first ordinance is ordinance number 14-13. This is an ordinance of the Township Committee amending and supplementing Chapter 166 of the Code of the Township, entitled Land Use and Development Legislation, by revising the development regulations for directional signs and pennants. The ordinance, in accordance with the Municipal Land Use Law, has been filed with the Morris County Department of Planning and Development, and we have a letter from the Hanover Township Planning Board submitted on April 23rd, 2013, addressed to me from Mr. Nardone, the chairman of the Planning Board, in which the ordinance was reviewed by the Planning Board, and it is the recommendation of the Planning Board that the ordinance as introduced be adopted by the governing body. And finally, we have from the Daily Record the proof of publication that ordinance number 14-13, including the notice of introduction, appeared in full in the April 18th issue of the Daily Record. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, may we have a motion from members of the governing body to convene the public hearing?
So moved.
So moved by Mr.
Second.
Ferramasca, seconded by Mr. Capola. On roll call, Mr. Schleifer,
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca,
Aye.
Mr. Bruno,
Aye.
Mr. Capola,
Aye.
and Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
Is there anyone in chambers wishing to be heard concerning ordinance number 14-2013? Seeing none, hearing none, then may we have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
So moved in unison
Second.
by Mr. Francioli and Mr. Bruno. excuse me, on roll call, Mr. Schleifer,
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca,
Aye.
Mr. Bruno,
Aye.
Mr. Capola,
Aye.
and Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
Now on the vote for adoption. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover, amending and supplementing Chapter 166 of the Code of the Township, entitled Land Use and Development Legislation, by revising the development regulations for directional signs and pennants, be passed on final reading, and that a notice of the final passage of the ordinance be published in the May 16, 2013 issue of the Daily Record in accordance with law. May we now have a motion for adoption?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Bruno,
Second.
second by Mr. Capola. This is the roll call on adoption. Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
So adopted. Here's your copies for signature. Ladies and gentlemen, the next ordinance for public hearing and consideration of adoption is an ordinance docketed as ordinance number 15-13. This is an ordinance of the Township Committee amending and supplementing ordinance number 14-12 and Chapter 61 of the Code of the Township, entitled Salaries and Compensation, Personnel Policies, which chapter establishes regulations and rates of compensation for the officers and employees of the Township of Hanover. We have the proof of publication that the ordinance and the notice of introduction appeared in full in the May 2nd issue of the Daily Record. At this time, may we have a motion to convene the public hearing?
So moved. Second.
So moved by Mr. Bruno, seconded by Mr. Schleifer. On roll call for public hearing, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
At this time, we will convene the public hearing. Is anyone in chambers wishing to be heard concerning ordinance number 15-13? Seeing none, hearing none, may we have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Schleifer and Mr. Ferramasca. On roll call to close the public hearing, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
Now, on the vote for adoption, be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, An Ordinance of the Township Committee, amending and supplementing ordinance number 15-13 and Chapter 61 of the Code of the Township, entitled Salaries and Compensation, Personnel Policies, which chapter establishes regulations and rates of compensation for the officers and employees of the Township of Hanover, be passed on final reading, and that a notice of the final passage of ordinance number 15-13 be published in the May 16th issue of the Morris County Daily Record. On a motion for adoption.
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Schleifer.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bruno. On roll call for adoption on ordinance 15-13, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramasca.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
I vote no on any increase over 2%.
Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
And the ordinance is adopted, 4 in favor and 1 nay. And ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with the agenda, we have one ordinance for introduction this evening. It is docketed as ordinance number 16-13. This is an ordinance of the Township Committee amending and supplementing section 53-35 entitled Responsibilities under Chapter 53 of the Code of the Township entitled Police Department, with the inclusion of a new provision clarifying the chain of command in the issuance of orders. And this ordinance will be further considered for final passage and public hearing at a meeting of the Township Committee on the 23rd of May at 8:30 p.m. in the evening here in the main meeting room of the Municipal Building. And at that time, any citizen wishing to be heard concerning the ordinance will be given an opportunity to speak. It is further resolved that the administrative clerk is authorized and directed to advertise the ordinance in full with the notice of introduction in the Morris County Daily Record in accordance with law. May we now have a motion for introduction of ordinance 16-13? So moved by Mr. Capola.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bruno. On roll call for introduction, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramaska.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
So introduced. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with page 2 of the agenda, we will take our resolutions by consent agenda. There is one resolution, resolution number 6, being deleted at this time from that consent agenda. There are no additional resolutions to be added. Are there any questions from members of the governing body concerning any of the resolutions with the exception of resolution number 6?
Joe, you'll be contacting Hilldale with regard to item 6 and giving them some direction on that.
That is correct. Will
Move
do.
they be approved.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Capola to approve the resolutions. Second by Mr. Ferramaska. On roll call for adoption, with the exception of item number 6, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramaska.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
And as we continue, ladies and gentlemen, we have the payment of claims, payment of bills at this time. Total amount due on the payment of our bills, $6,782,476.19. May we have a motion to pay our bills?
So moved.
So moved by Mr. Schleifer. Second by Mr. Capola. On roll call, Mr. Schleifer.
Aye.
Mr. Ferramaska.
Aye.
Mr. Bruno.
Aye.
Mr. Capola.
Aye.
And Mr. Francioli.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, members of the Township Committee, that clears the agenda of the Business Administrator Township Clerk, and I thank you.
Thank you, Joe, appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, is there any other comment from the Township Committee at this
I
time?
just have one small comment. The Cultural Arts Committee is going to have a free seminar on Sunday, June 2nd at 2 p.m. They have flyers that just went out, and it'll be posted on the board. And it's called Photography Basic Considerations, so you can learn from an expert how you can improve your photography techniques.
Nice.
So it'll be
I might
posted.
go to that.
With regular cameras or iPhones? Or, did it say?
They don't show any iPhones on here, but, you know,
No?
most of us have them, so we'll see.
Okay. John, you all right?
Yes, we have one announcement this evening. This one's called Pedal for Preservation. Pedal for Preservation is a nice outing for bicycle enthusiasts and family. It'll be on Saturday, June 15th, and it's to raise funds to preserve local land and water resources. It'll take place at West Morris Central High School. So I encourage people to get out that morning of June 15th and help raise some funds for a very good event. There'll be rides for people of all levels, 7-mile rides, 14-mile rides, and 28-mile rides.
No 2 miles,
No 2-mile, sorry.
the heck? Walk it, son of a gun. George?
Yes, a couple of things. First of all, just to remind everyone, on the 27th of this month, the Veterans Alliance Memorial Day Parade, the festivities begin at 7 o'clock at the community center for breakfast, and then the event will take place shortly thereafter, and there will be shuttle buses taking residents from this location over to the parade grounds.
That'll be the high school, George, right?
Yes,
for the
starting
start?
at the high school at
Yeah.
10:30. So there will be shuttle buses all day going back and forth.
9:30, isn't it?
9:30.
It starts at 9:30.
Bob? Yeah.
I think the parade starts 9:30.
The time?
Time. We'll check. We got
9:30.
time.
Yeah, I have it in my office. I can check.
Okay.
I have to check inside the office.
On May
Right
22nd,
now.
I'm pretty sure it's not that good.
all right.
Look at it.
We're going to double check that time for you.
Yeah, okay. On May 22nd, the Cedar Knolls Fire Department, or rather the Cedar Knolls First Aid Squad, is receiving a very prestigious award from the Ark Morris Chapter of Community Services over at the Frelinghuysen Arboretum. From what I'm told, this is really an exclusive award, and I congratulate them wholeheartedly. On the 14th of this month, Chief Gallagher, myself, Mr. Giorgio, Mayor Francioli, and Scott Pepper, and whomever he has on his staff will meet concerning their issue of the school security. One other thing, in case folks might be interested, there was a bill in the Senate, State Senate, for early voting. Governor Chris Christie vetoed that bill today. He felt that, first of all, it's going to cost the state $21 million, number one. But more importantly, there was thousands and thousands of vote-by-mail ballots that came in for previous elections and into the general election, and he felt that that is the early voting that folks can take advantage of if they so desire. And because it's readily available to anyone, and it has been used quite extensively, he didn't think it was necessary to go ahead and start spending another $21 million.
9:30.
9:30, okay, it starts at 9:30, I'm sorry. That's it.
Didn't want everybody to miss the parade, right?
Yeah,
Robert?
Two small items. The new floor in the recreation center is almost done. We do anticipate a ribbon cutting ceremony to take place tomorrow in celebration. Took a little longer than anticipated.
We cut the ribbon and we all storm over the floor. wasn't it?
Storm, do somersaults, I guess. I don't know. We should be doing something to celebrate. It took so long, but we're happy that the finish line is in clear view. Then we just want to thank everybody that came out to the Challenger Little League games 2 weeks ago and supported the kids. The Little Leaguers were out and helped the less fortunate, some of the handicapped kids. It was a great day, great event. So once again, thanks to all who participated. That's it from me.
Bob,
Great.
the Substance Awareness Council tomorrow night, the fun night out at OLM.
Good point. Substance Awareness is sponsoring a fun night tomorrow night at OLM for grades, children in grades 3, 4, and 5 at the OLM Recreation Center, and that begins at 6:30. Thank you very much, Joe.
I don't know if tomorrow night I have to interface. I have tomorrow night, Friday night?
Yep.
I have an interfaith food kitchen function, or I would be there. Yeah. What time's it begin?
6:30.
Right in the middle of it. We'll try. We'll try. It gets difficult being at 3 places at once sometimes. Yeah, gotta choose up. Thanks. I want to comment. At Board of Health meeting this past Tuesday night, we gave a proclamation to Our Lady of Mercy Church, and we did that on the basis of a program that one of our health officials, Pat Russamano, initiated with OLM on the matter of nutrition for our students, for the school children. And this is something that's kind of national in scope, universal, that we're having issues, as we all know, in our schools with diet, physical conditioning of our children, and the foods that they're eating. This particular program, excellent program that was adopted by OLM and is now in force with OLM, and agreement, by the way, agreement with the parents and cooperation with the parents. Children will have their birthday parties, etc., but the cupcakes aren't going to be this big, they're going to be this big. Certain candies and certain other things which they agree to try to avoid, they will. It's a rather complete program and diet for the kids, and one that I think, personally, I think has a lot of merit, and if our other public school systems aren't looking at this, and I think they might be, they should be. So my compliments to OLM, my compliments to Pat Russamano for a great job there. Also, just a piece of advice, summer is not far away, and the West Nile virus, although no cases have been reported in Hanover Township or the area, but as a caution, those of us who have standing water at home, whether it's an old tire or flower pots that seem to collect water, etc., make sure that you turn them over or clean them out, etc. Also, another suggestion that I saw being taken up in other communities, particularly New York and Nyack, et cetera, the county has undertaken a program of, you ready for this? Handing out large amounts of minnows to the municipalities for their lakes and ponds, et cetera. The mosquito's biggest predator is a minnow. Eats the larvae and controls the infestation, and it's very effective, most effective. I think we might want to just ask our freeholders whether or not they can consider such a program
Great
for
idea.
those of us that have ponds and dormant water bodies, et cetera, that they could do it. They say it's very effective, and as I say, the program's pretty active in upstate New York now. Very good. That's all I have. Motion to open to the public once again.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Gentlemen, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, the floor again is open to the public. If anyone would like to address the Township Committee, you can do so at this time, giving us your name and address for the record. Don't call us any names, anything like that, but you hear from the Scouts? Part of a badge? Great, very good, okay.
Welcome.
Both gentlemen?
Welcome.
Yeah, super. Need any notes signed? No? The heck, we offered. Well, you were here bona fidely. See, that camera says you were.
Take a picture with the mayor. How's that?
There you go, very good. Yeah, we could do that too. All right, no, hearing none. Motion to close this
So
portion of the
moved.
meeting.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion for adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Committee is adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we'll move, I think our next order of business should go pretty quickly.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, it's really quick. Looks like we got-